Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. My name is Rabenschild. I'm standing in the hangar. I have removed all the lights in this hangar for now, or not all the lights. I have put down some new ones. I've put down these to have lights close to the docking ports or the connector ports, and I did some beautification of the walls or something like that. Removed some doors or moved some things in the built-up part of the ship. Here was the laser room. The laser room is now over there, or the laser room, the laser power source room for the left side of the ship, but I moved it over here so that I had something like a ready room or something like that for people that need to go into the hangars and where they can grab stuff. And there's a room next door with a toilet and a shower and some storage spaces for whatsoever, for suits or I don't know. I'm still working on the ship in some parts now, and that's what I wanted to do while I'm preparing to do other stuff. So I have put down the connectors on the bottom so that we can start with the design for a ship that we can use to build this out for fighters, for drill ships, for whatever we want to have. And that's the thing I basically want to start today. You see that I turned back on the shadows with OBS recording. I have the confidence that this might run pretty well. I'm not sure, but we will see. So I've put down some lasers because I got attacked yesterday by a ship from the EEM mod. That's pretty nice because it was not a crazy attack. It was just an enemy ship coming too close to me. Another update. Let us go into the bottom here. The ship is mostly still very, very dark, and that's something we definitely need to change in the future. By the way, the decompression stuff in the front part of the ship works in some points a bit too good. I had a bit of a problem again. A block vanished and I had decompression in the ship, and the ship completely turned the front part down, closed the gates, and then I I had to open it, waste air, and had to find the hole and then turn it back on. One thing I don't like, the lights. The lights coming through to the other sides of walls. That's a thing I really don't like. I'm not sure if that's new or if that was always in the game. I didn't play around with a lot of colored lights, so that's problematic for me. That I have this blue light coming through to the other side of the walls, because I did this blue lighting in the decoy room too, so that I can have this blue shimmering coming out of openings in the ship, and I'm not too happy with that. It seems to happen then with the normal white light too, if you take a look at it and see that this happens too. Did I do something down here? I thought, but I think I didn't. I worked mostly on the top side of the ship, close to the hangar. I cleaned up a bit in the front of the ship, but it's dark here now, So I moved the laser conduits over so that I can have an opening in the top of the ship here for rockets or whatsoever, with hangar doors, having enough space there. Good. Okay, let us start by plopping down some blocks. I kind of want to start with a cockpit just to be sure, but we will move it a bit to the front so that we can maybe move it later or something. We need a connector is good. We need conveyor tubes, but I need the small ones, and I want to see cockpit. We just take this, a reactor, and we need a gyro. Everything in a small form factor. Oh, okay, the reactor is more important. Reactor is more important for now, so let us start with the cockpit. Again, the cockpit will be removed later. It's for now, it's just so that I have a start and the built-in repair system doesn't delete all the stuff that I... Oh no. The small version. This must be the small version now. Just some blocks and the connector down here. Again, my main focus will be to have a system with a connector that can start up, or that can be connected to the main ship on these bottom connectors, have maybe some landing gears next to it, and have a big enough reactor so we can power mostly every ship that we might need. And it's not really problematic, but that's the basis I want to start off with. I want to have this thing and use it for every ship that we might want to build later. So just so that we can have this modular build way of building things that can all fit onto these dockings, however long this thing then is. But that's the main thing that I want. Okay, you go away, please. So it's a simple thing. I know it's not a real problem that we get here, but that's the focus that I want to have. A start for ships that maybe has necessary thrusters, necessary gyros, and that can be used to start out every ship that we might want to have later. That's the main thing for me here. Okay, I didn't think about that. Give me a battery or something like that, or a small reactor. Let us go with the small reactor and just plop one down here. We need some uranium to start out with, and we should be able to get that up here. Uranium. The one thing that I that I want to have mainly again is just this seed for every ship that might come up later, and that will be this form. Oh, one thing I installed just to show you this is no, where, how, this, why doesn't it work now? Hello? I installed this build vision mod where I can usually, yeah, see, why doesn't it work for the reactor? But here I can now set some settings in this build vision menu. I hope you can see that. It's hard to see. Can scroll through that and then change settings in there. What I can't change, and that's the main thing that I wanted, is the name. I can't change the name in here. That's a bit sad. There must be I think there is also a mod that can do that. Who gave me the link to it? The commenter that gave me the link to it also integrated this thing. I need to find that and then maybe install that. But for now, this is all I need. Good. So I want to always have a big thruster on the back. That's one thing. And mainly I will go with a way for ships for space travel. So we will not have, or we will, if we start a ship for atmospheric flight, we will have to remove that and then go and replace the thrusters. That's the main thing here. But for now, everything will be for everything will be for space travel, gyro. First thing again that I want to start with is building a drill, and we need to think about, with the drill we need to always think about that it shouldn't be too high or too thick, too high in itself, so that we can we don't lose thrusters or anything sticking out when we drive into an asteroid or something like that. I don't want to lose anything that sticks out too much from from the whole thing here. So we should maybe concentrate everything around this height. So we have now a height of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks, and maybe we try to keep it that way. That could work out. We need some thrusters up, down, some to the side, and some to the front. For the front thrusters, I usually then go with something on the bottom. To counteract one of these big thrusters, I don't know how many thrusters we really need then, but I think going with 3 or so should be good. The problem that I see right now is that I don't want to bring them too close to the bottom here. That could be problematic. Let me see one thing. So to keep it safe when it is connected, I also want to have some landing gears here. And we can use normal landing gears, but I also installed a mod for landing gears. I just want to see that how this looks for the small blocks. So we have a block, and again for the small blocks this is really small. Ooh. That's 2 blocks. So we could put that on here and it would come out to there. Can I? Yes, nice. Rotor lock. Yeah, this is a mod by Automec Donahue. It's the same guy that made the laser mod. There's some other people that help him with that seem to have really crazy knowledge of how stuff works. I read the mod description. This is pretty nice. It's based on a rotor. This sounds so crazy, and I don't know really how. Block internally, safety lock, safety detach. How do I go about using this? Let me first place some safety thrusters just to be sure that I don't lose the ship while I'm testing things here. That's one thing I don't like. I normally just make a thruster flower then. Something like this, so that I can go and sit in the cockpit and don't have to be too careful with my mouse movements. Good. I want to see how that can we let us go into the light bit. Oh, okay, 1 thruster is just not enough when it comes to countering the big one in the back. Okay, I hope you can see enough of the small thing. I can't even see enough of the small thing there. Let us see. Add rotor head. Is it? Okay, deploy retract. And then we can use this to... This works like a normal landing gear, but he says not to mix and match. Ah, this is nice. This is really nice that they come out there. But on the other hand, it's a modded block again. I'm not sure if that's a decision I want to make to bring in another modded block, and people have to download mods. So if they want to play with my stuff, but on the other hand, I run heavily modded series of Space Engineers, so I can assume that the people that watch my stuff and that might want to download things I build are not opposed to using mods. So I could use this. I kind of like this. So because I could bring it to, let us go back again. And jump out. I could attach this block to the side blocks here and have the landing gear come out to this height. And although that doesn't work, take a look at this. It doesn't stick out far enough. doesn't stick out far enough. Now we will have to test something. Let us see if this here stops the connector from connecting. Maybe if we... I just want to see if this stops, makes connecting a problem. If that's the case, then we can't do this. But we will see. Oh, come on. Okay. So these are... Oh no, oh no! Let me fix this. Sorry for the darkness again, but this needs to be tested. But something something came up. Windows always gives me problems with the shift key, and then it wants to activate some functions that I don't want it to activate. So come on, please work. Please work this way. Yes, please. Ooh, that's nice. Ooh, that's nice. So I can use these small landing gears, and I'm still able to connect the whole thing. That's neat. That's really, really neat. Okay, then we can keep these things, I would say, because they are much nicer than all the rest of them. The normal landing gears, they would work, pretty sure they would work absolutely nice here, but these are kind of a lot cooler. I have the feeling. Oh, okay. Good, that's one thing we can keep, and now we can go and see what else we need to put on here. That's much better. I can see stuff again. Okay, we need always an antenna, and I like to have the antennas somewhere on here that maybe we can put it here. It should be, and we should be able to encase this then in, don't know, in armor or whatsoever. But for now, the thing is that with the drill we will need extra power. Drills with a lot of containers on it and getting heavier and heavier need more thrusters in the end. But we want to build something that for now, for this, has enough thrusters so that we maybe can plop this down or let this be built by a projector, and then just say we put a cockpit on there and then everything's done. So we don't need to do anything anymore. What the? Why are you coming so close to me? If my weapons weren't be set up in the way they are, this would have gone down pretty fast. So, and that's the main thing here right now. So being able to build this, or to project this, build it, put a cockpit on it, being able to fly away. And so we go with not so many thrusters as we could put on it, I would say. just keep it down, the amount of thrusters. 2 into every direction. And one thing we should put on every one of these is maybe a remote control, so that we can maybe remote control it from outside. Now the question is, where do we put the thrusters to slow it down? I'm thinking somewhere here, somewhere in the front here. That, and don't have it too. So the cockpit would be one height with the reactor, or should we put them here? The problem that I have then is I would have to put some drills. Let me grab some drills just to visualize this. See, the drills are 3 blocks high, so I would put the drills somewhere on this middle axis, and that wouldn't work as nicely as I would like to have it. So what to do here? What to do here? Oh, I forgot the landing gears keep it up. So the landing gears keep the thrusters from hitting the ground anyways. So I could just put them on there. Easy. So what I will do now is we will remove this here. You go away. And let me remove this here. And then this will be replaced with a remote control, and then we just use the remote control as the contact point for the front facing thrusters. So nice. This will be the unit that we can now use for everything. So this is the start now for basically every ship that flies in space that we want to have here. For later use, for atmospheric ships, we add on. An atmospheric ship will not be standard anyways. And the only atmospheric ship that we want to build later is one that we can use to bring stuff down to Mars. And we still have the option to maybe use vector thrust then, and then we would add on to this anyways in certain ways. So the vector thrust, vector thrust would be, could that be the best option? I'm not really. Now we will see. Later when we come to Mars, we will experiment with that. But this will be the start for every ship that we from now on build. And then the only thing that we always have to keep in mind is if you want to plop down landing gears, it has to be on this axis, or on this height basically. So let me get in contact with this. Do we have a way to interact with this? Yes, we have. Small grid, and we just call it Um, ship seed small, and then we later can rename that for whatever we want to name that. Let me get out of there. Okay, this is, and then we just do this. Oh, what's happening? Ship seat small is there. Ship seat small, it's in there. So that's now a thing that we can maybe use to again start our ships with. Have a projector somewhere, project that thing, and then start a new ship from there. So with this, I want to again start a drill ship, and we maybe want to... Maybe I do that right now. Let me take a look how much I recorded, because I want to keep the recordings not so long for now. You don't seem to watch longer videos, so I want to keep them shorter for now. And I will take a look how much I recorded already, and then I decide on if I maybe do something with this right now or if we keep that for later. Good people, give me a second. I shouldn't do this. We are running too long anyways, so we will build the drill in the next episode, I would say. I hope you liked my ship starter kit here, and maybe you have some more ideas for that or something that I forgot. Yeah, give me your opinions, and in the next episode we will go and start our drill ship to clear out the area a bit of materials and get anything that we can get for now. Yeah, people, hope you liked the video. If you did, please leave a like on it, and I hope to see you in the next video. See ya, guys.